Sup, nerds? I'm Wes.
I'm Tom. So Santorini is a game that I'm going to let Wes talk about.
Santorini 2nd Edition. Oh, I can't go over the exact, what exactly they updated. I think the biggest things that stand out is you've got the ocean board underneath your player plinth area. The actual building's got a slight redesign. It feels like it might be a different plastic, and there's some extra texturing on them. The minis are bigger, and I believe they're all unique now, which they weren't before. There's a few more gods in this one than the previous.
Actually, stop right there. Wes said we're not going to go over everything, but actually what's going to happen is Wes is going to go through everything from the 1st edition and the new edition, and he's going to show you the new gods right here. I'm going to make you do that.
So as much as I had no intention of actually showing all of the differences between the 1st and 2nd editions of Santorini, I feel like at this point it would be a disservice not to. So let's go over every difference I could find. The first update you'll notice is the box size and artwork. The box size has been slightly increased, but will still fit cozily into a Calyx shelf. While the artwork throughout the game has been updated, it's still coming from the Mr. Cuddington team and maintains the same style that we're accustomed to. Once you open the box, you'll notice the rulebook has been condensed and no longer includes a detailed breakdown of each god's ability. The breakdown for each god's ability has been moved to the back of each god's card, but we'll talk more about that later. The glossary has been expanded though, providing additional clarity on terms in the game. The island board in the 2nd edition appears identical to the previous version, but the cliff pedestal it sits upon actually has less detail in the newer version. The ocean board under the cliff is a notable addition, and while it definitely adds to the table presence of the game, it's only necessary to use when playing with one of the new god's powers that require it. As stated previously, the building sculptures have been updated to show more detail and textures and appear to be made with a higher quality plastic. Also to note, the building caps now include 3 different sculpts to improve the aesthetic of the city you are building. The size of the 6 included miniatures has been increased, and the 3 different teams now have unique character models, although the original model designs are still used for the light gray team. There's also a single 12-sided die included in the 2nd edition, numbered 0 to 3, and featuring 4 different colors on its faces. 5 of the new God's cards abilities utilize rolling this die. Speaking of God's cards, 15 of the gods from the original game have been brought into the new edition. Their artwork is the same, although they appear to have reduced the warmth and increased the contrast to the design, making them pop a little more in my opinion. The symbology for the gods' powers have been updated for clarity on a handful of the cards, although the powers appear to remain essentially the same. 15 of the 1st edition gods have been removed from the game and replaced with 17 new gods cards with new abilities. The 2nd edition includes 4 game mode cards detailing play for 2, 3, and 4 player games, as well as the new Agora mode, where players will roll the die after each turn and certain results will force players to exchange their god card and ability with their opponents. These cards also include recommended matchups of different gods for each game mode. But the basics of the game, it is very much just a tactical abstract game with a Santorini theme on top of it. You have 2 people on the board on your turn. Like the basics of the game without abilities changing it is that you are going to move and then build with the same person. And you are trying to get one of your people on top of a level 3 tower. You can only move up 1 level at a time. So if I'm right here, let's do this guy. If I'm right here, I couldn't move all the way up to level 2, but this guy could move up to level 2 because he's on level 1. You're trying, breaking everything. You're trying to get to level 3, and then if it's capped, you can't get onto it.
So that's another thing. So when somebody else builds, they can build a cap onto that level 3 to stop you. So if they're up there as well, they can say, oh, he just built the level 3 on his next turn, he's going to move up there. Boom, no, he ain't.
So again, it's tactical movement. It's like every turn you're trying to get there, then you're trying to block, and you have to balance like blocking them from getting it while also trying to advance yourself at the same time. You've got 2 people, so you kind of need to worry about splitting up but not getting too far away from the other person because you don't want to let them run away. It's a very simple game though. Like the rule book is literally like half a page.
Yeah, it is. And actually, and then the other half is like talking about the different modes, which I've never played 3 or 4 player, so I can't comment on that. And I do think that even though I haven't played it, I am going to comment on it because I think this is definitely a 2-player game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's
People are going to be mad. We haven't even tried it. So I've also never been the biggest fan of this game, mostly just because it's just not my jam, right? Not a bad game, nothing wrong with it. It's just never really my type. Like you move, build. It's like you said, it's not the biggest fan of abstract games.
Yeah.
And does feel very like every move is deliberate, and every like there were last time we were playing, what was I? Right here, this guy. Oceanus, right. And it really felt like there were like multiple times where you were saying, "Oh, you just lost."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yep, we did. Okay, but let's still play." Oh wait, actually,
yeah,
I have to do that because it's move and then build. I have to actually move this guy here, so I can't cap that from you, which could potentially give you one more turn. So it's very like maybe that's well balanced, or maybe it's just meticulous in the board and the movement. But if you like games where like very chess like every single I'm on this space and not that space, and that's very significant, then this is going to be for you.
It almost feels a little bit more tic-tac-toe-y almost. I got 3 in a row. Nope, you blocked it. I got 3 in a row. No, you blocked it. Like, I feel like...
Are you specifically talking about the digital tic-tac-toe? Is that what you're talking about?
But I do feel like you constantly have that. You're almost there, and they capped it, and you're like, oh, gotta go build again now.
I've only played Santorini a handful of times, and every time I'm always like, I'm okay if that's my last. Again, I think this is a good game for a lot of people. This is going to scratch the itch for a lot of people. I'm just not one of those. I'm still itchy. This is no scratchy. I still itch.
I think it's a very solid tactical 1v1 game. I actually have the first edition already. If you have the first edition, I see absolutely no reason to get the second edition. If you want more Santorini, that you could also get the Pantheon edition, which is essentially like all the expansions in one box. There's over 100 God cards in that one. So
really?
Just so much replayability.
Did you just Google that right now?
I Googled it like 10 minutes ago.
We also have the New York edition, which I'm going to bring up, so Wes has to get on the ladder and get it up from the top shelf over there. You're going to do so much work to make this video happen, bro. So overall, not the strongest recommendation from me, but Wes likes it.
I definitely enjoy this game. I don't like playing with Tom because the whole time he's like, I don't really like abstract games. I don't know why I'm playing this.
It's like, this is dumb. This is dumb. I win, but this is dumb.
I think it's a fantastic game for people who are looking for it. So if you are looking for it, there will be a link down in the description below where you can get yourself a copy. Go ahead and click on it and then get yourself a copy.
Yeah, I like how we said that twice. Also down there is going to be a link for Game Toppers, because if you go down to the Game Toppers link, you can get yourself a Game Topper.
Also down there is going to be a link, or it's not really a link, it's a button, but you can click on it and subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored.
Boom. That might be hard to cut around. Sorry, I fucked that up.
Sorry, this whole video is going to be rough to cut up.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be rough. All you have to do is everything that I say in the video.